Man, I can't believe they still haven't done anything to bring George Zimmerman to justice, dog. And that kid has been dead for like a month now, right? I think it's been a month. It's like it is. They really dropped the ball this time, dog. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna just give you a quick recap on the story. Maybe you haven't heard the story or you don't know about it. Basically, this 17-year-old kid named Trayvon Martin. You know what I'm saying? He had just come back from the store, and he was on his way to his friend's house on the phone talking to his girlfriend when George Zimmerman, who was basically this 28-year-old dude, or is a 28-year-old dude, because that motherfucker's still alive while the kid is dead, but he saw him and he started profiling the kid, right? So he gets on the phone with 911 himself, telling the dispatch, hey, I see this kid, he looks suspicious, we've had burglaries in the area. He even said some racial shit, like, you know, fucking coon, you know, they always get away with it. Like, he was motivated to fuck with this kid, right? Now, this is not my opinion. I will include a link to the audio in the description. I'll try to include sources so you can see the information for yourself. But I mean, clearly the dude was motivated to fuck with this kid. And the cops was like, yo, we'll send a deputy on the way, you know, leave the kid alone. Because they were like, what are you doing? You know, what's going on that you see this kid, or, you know, what's the story? He's like, well, I'm right behind him. I'm following him. They're like, no, don't follow him. And then later on, that's when we hear the unfortunate tragedy of this kid was shot in the chest and killed. And by the time the deputies got there, the only thing they found on him was a bag of Skittles and an Arizona iced tea. Bag of Skittles, Arizona iced tea. No gun, no knife, no weapon, no nothing. Right? So they hear his story. What happened? Oh, he was endangering my life, so I had to defend myself. Self-defense. They took his self-defense story, and pretty much that was it. And then they closed the case. They said, they're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, we don't have enough evidence to prove why it wasn't self-defense. Now, this is the tragedy out of the whole story. This kid is dead. George Zimmerman is still walking around. Same gun, same crazy mentality, because obviously something is wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? And something is definitely wrong with that police department, dog. Like, let me explain self-defense, at least the way that I understand it. And if I'm wrong, leave a comment or let me know. But look, if somebody breaks into my house, right, and I pull out a gun, bomb, and shoot them, right, then I can say self-defense, because that motherfucker invaded my privacy, my space. You know what I mean? Or if I'm out and about in the street, and then somebody attacks me with a gun or a knife. Again, they're coming after me. They're invading my space, endangering my life with a weapon, right? I pull out a gun and blast them, right? Now, I'll still get arrested, and then I gotta prove it. But that's the thing. He didn't even get arrested, is the whole fucking point of why the story's so fucked up, man. He shot this kid, ain't even arrest him, y'all. And I mean, I can compare it to me again. If I went outside tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, and some crazy shit happened, and I shot some kid, bam, he ain't have no weapon, no nothing. I guarantee you, they gonna apprehend me, arrest me, book me, charge me with murder. Even if I say self-defense, they don't give a fuck. And then I'm gonna have the highest bail, if not no bail. They probably won't give me bail at all. It'll be a quick open and shut case, and I will be sitting in prison 25 to life if they don't put me on fucking death row. You feel me? Like, that's just the way the system is supposed to work. They don't, I mean, haven't you seen the show First 48? How many times have dudes say, hey man, self-defense, self-defense, and the cops was like, we don't give a fuck, manslaughter, murder, second degree, first degree, whatever. That's just the way the system is designed to work. But the fact that the Sanford Police Department just completely dropped the ball, and we don't know why. I'm inclined to believe Zimmerman was racist and the department was racist. That's what I believe. Or, secondly, what I'm also inclined to believe, but I feel more strongly about my first point. Second point is, I don't know if this dude was banging like the one of the cops' daughters, or had some type of relationship to him, or went to the banquets or whatever. I have no idea why they covered up for this dude, because clearly it had to have been a cover up. They can't be that goddamn dumb. I mean, if they're seriously that incompetent, all them cats need to get fired. The detectives, the chief of police, they all need to get arrested. You know what I mean? Not arrested, they all need to get fired. But I mean, here we are today, dog, almost a month later, and George Zimmerman's still walking around, dog. Probably gonna hurt some other innocent person because he's fucking crazy, and he's gonna profile him, and it's sad, man. And like I said, I feel really bad for the family, man. I feel so bad for them because, I got kids. And if something happened to one of my kids like that, I don't know how I would feel. I don't know how I would react. I mean, obviously I would be a train wreck of emotion and grief, you know what I mean? But, and it's crazy, dog. I feel bad for people that lose their kids to illnesses, like I said, man. You feel bad for those people, but the fact that they lost their child because of some crazy maniac with a gun, and then the fact that the police ain't doing shit about it, it's an outrage, but hey, man, that's my 2 cents on it, and hopefully they will arrest that crazy motherfucker and bring him to justice. I heard that the FBI is now picking up the case, so hopefully the government will do something about it, man. I don't know. We'll just hope for the best, and condolences to the family. Straight up.